Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm always coming to you with those relatable topics. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend about my channel. And by the looks of the title, you already know what we're going to be getting into. So let's get right into the video. Alright girl, listen and listen good, okay? If you have been dating a narcissist, or you're aware that you've been dating a narcissist, or you feel like you're dating a narcissist, then you want to watch this video and tell a friend to tell a friend, because sometimes you never know, right? Maybe you could bring awareness to somebody else, maybe you could perhaps help somebody, okay? But at the end of the day, this video is mainly to help other women realize that they are not alone, and you are not alone, sis, okay? Now, we all know that narcissists can be a very pain in the you know what, all right? But the thing about it is they are not hard to study and analyze and understand, okay? Their every move gives themselves away. And what I mean by that is the way they move, the way they talk. Study them and you'll be able to conquer them, okay? How to understand them is to make sure that you pay attention to how he not only treats you but treats everybody else around him. Now that could be even his own mom, all right? You want to know how he treats his mom compared to you. You want to know how he treats his kids compared to you. You want to know how he treats close friends, best friends, work colleagues, whoever. You want to study how he treats everybody else compared to you, because guess what, if you have been in a relationship with this man long enough, then and he claims that he also adores you and loves you to the maximum capacity, then you are somebody that should be prominent in his life as well. Therefore, he should have his ducks in a row when it comes to you as well. And if he doesn't, then you gotta nip it in the bud, but not the typical way that a woman would nip it in the bud. You have to sit back and study this man so you could beat him at his own behavioral tactics. Those tactics might include him disappearing for a couple days. Those tactics might include him giving you the silent treatment after a so-called argument. Those tactics might include him not showing up for you when you needed him to, especially if he knows that you needed him to, okay? It could have been a situation that happened that he normally handles and he just leaves it, neglects it, and doesn't even mention a thing to you. Like, he'll do stuff like that to make you feel some type of way, okay? Remember, narcissists are all about targeting your trauma bonds and targeting your emotions that make you feel like you're not good enough, right? So ultimately, you want to beat him at that. You don't want to give this man the chance to even inquire the audacity that he can do such thing to you any longer, okay, girl? Now, you're not going to break down and start crying. You're not going to argue with this man. You're not going to make it seem like such a big deal that he dropped the ball and you knew he dropped the ball on purpose, okay? That's what they do. They try to neglect you in some type of way to make you feel inadequate, to make you feel superior, to make you feel like maybe there's somebody else. And it just boils down to insecurity. You're not insecure. You're very aware of what's going on. You're used to his games, and you're going to show him that you're used to his games by not getting emotional. Now, it may not make sense now, but it's all about reverse psychology, okay? These men that are narcissistic and acquire narcissistic tactics and behavioral traits are very, very mindful and intentional of the things that they do to you and the way that they treat you. And you will find yourself feeling like, you're trying so hard to grasp on to every little scenario that's happening in your relationship. You may find yourself feeling like, defeated because you just can't keep up. But the thing about it is, it's never about keeping up. It's mainly about keeping control just as much as he's trying to keep control. He's doing these things to try to gain more control and gain the upper hand over you, in which will make you feel defeated, and you want to conquer that defeated feeling. You want to conquer that stuck feeling. You want to conquer that feeling of you're just not good enough for him anymore, in which you were always good enough for this man. He just doesn't know how to tell you with his mouth and use his words. He just has to act in a irrelevant way to make you feel like, yeah, I love her, but because I love her, there's a price to pay for it. The reason why I say that is because narcissists don't understand what love is. You ever find yourself in a odd conversation with him? You could be trying to confess your love to this man and hoping that he could do the same, and then eventually it's like, you know, he can't find the words. He'll try to be very stoic about it. He'll try to be like real humble about it, say, oh yeah, I care about you, but he won't truly like be vulnerable with you. Yeah, that's what I mean by that. The fabulous thing about a narcissist and being in a relationship with one is they rather show you than tell you how they really feel about you. Okay, so nothing they do and say are by accident, and that's why it's very important for you to pay attention. Okay, a narcissist may remember your birthday and do this great extravaganza ordeal for you. Okay, he'll bring out all the woodworks for you. Okay, he'll wine and dine, make you feel so special, and then on another special occasion just drop the ball, just act like he didn't remember, he didn't care, he definitely didn't want to show up for you at all. And that's what they do when you, how should I say, when you show him, okay, that you're very much capable of, what's the word, refraining from him. Because, you know, us women, we're emotional, and when we want to pour into a man emotionally, spiritually, mentally, okay, we do it wholeheartedly. And when we realize that it gets to a point where there is no return, there's no genuine attempts to return that, and you start to realize that you're alone in the relationship, you're feeling alone in the relationship, you start to hold back, you start to take a step back. Maybe you'll still say I love you once in a while, but it won't be the same. And men notice that. It doesn't matter if he's a narcissist or not, he notices that. And in order to try to regain that vulnerability from you, he would do stuff like that. He would do stuff like that to make you feel like, it's almost like, okay, this is gonna be an odd comparison, but in order for you to understand, it's almost like slavery. In order to become compliant to the way how he needs you to behave to satisfy his mental, emotional needs, he will punish you. Not punish you advertly, but punish you subsequently, where you think that, okay, anniversaries, birthdays, holidays are supposed to be special every time. He will pick and choose which one he doesn't want you to enjoy, or he doesn't want to spoil you for, to get you to become compliant and remorseful for not being vulnerable with him anymore and showing him affection anymore, and just being the attentive, nurturing woman that you used to be, all because he's deciding to show his true colors and neglect you emotionally and mentally, and abuse you verbally, mentally, emotionally, and abuse you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually amidst the correlation of the relationship. So you're in this relationship feeling empty because he's purposely starving you of the things that you need to feel like a woman, to be in soft girl energy, to feel like you are the main character, to feel like you are the love of his life. But he's doing it on purpose, not because he doesn't love you. Oh, he absolutely loves you, girl. Probably even obsessed with you. And that's the crazy part about it. And that's why I say you need to pay attention to his behavior when he does certain things, and why he does certain things, and how long he does it for, because that is going to ultimately give you all the answers that you need to move accordingly in your relationship and regain control in your relationship, and not feel so hopeless and not feel like you're alone. Therefore, start to listen more. Listen more. Don't be so quick to react. Don't be so quick to, one up him. Move in silence the same way he does, because I promise you 9 times out of 10 that man is never going to tell you what he's going to do next. You'll just be relaxing, thinking everything is fine. Yeah, you had an argument last week, but you thought he was over it. No, he's plotting. That's what he's doing. He's plotting. And whatever he comes with next is going to throw you for a loop, and you're going to be absolutely triggered. And so this is why I'm trying to help you and let you know that you need to study this man and know him like a T. Okay, know him like the back of your hand in order to survive and dwell in the remainder of this relationship until you find the strength and the courage to actually leave him. It's never easy to leave a narcissist, let alone dwell in the same household with one, have babies with one, marry one. It's never easy. They are very difficult people to deal with. But I mean, hey, somebody has to love them, right? And so if you decide that you're going to remain in your relationship with your narcissist, girl, you gotta have a lot of strength. You have to have a lot of courage. You have to have a mindset where it's dignity over emotions. Okay? Dignity over emotions. You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot be emotional and all over the place, because that man will run you wreck. Okay? He will run you wreck. We've seen this play out all over social media. There's been even celeb couples that have been in narcissistic relationships that now we could look back and say, OMG, how did they survive that? Or how did they go through that all these years? And, most of them try to paint this picture perfect ordeal, and then behind the scenes, it's never picture perfect. They're like going through hell on earth. So if you are one of those people that is really hell on earth being with a narcissist, but you made up your mind that you're gonna stay for your own personal reasons, by all means stay, but learn the tricks, learn the behavioral traits. I can't stress that enough. That is the only way you're gonna survive. That is the only way you're gonna maintain your humanity, maintain your humility, maintain your peace of mind, maintain your confidence, whatever is left of it. Just maintain yourself, period, and not lose yourself in the relationship with your narcissist. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really think you guys should just take heed when you're in relationships with a narcissist. There's so much that goes along with it. Don't lead with your emotions. I can't stress that enough. Never lead with your emotions, okay? These men are hunters, and they know exactly what they're doing. They're very intentional, okay? They play mind games to feel secure. That's all it is. So that's their way of being insecure, but with reverse psychology. Okay, that's all it is. So I mean, you want to love this man, you want to stay with this man, learn his tricks, learn his behavioral traits, learn exactly how to conquer him and stay in control so he does not break you down, girl. If you are new to this channel, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend about my channel, and thank you for watching.